What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dapple Productions Triton Cup 50. My name is Het. I am still joined by Manic Splats. Let's get going to our next set, which is Woo Up with a Worm against ASC Tenshi. We've seen ASC Tenshi before in the stream, and while we were away, they 3-0'd Portals and Tunnels. We also see them 2-0 Booyah Gang and also 2-0 L Arctic. And Woo Up with a Worm 3-2-1 against Bet in a close game. And they won 2-1 against Misclick and 2-1 against Shard. So these teams are on fire. What's Up with the Worm doing a little bit less hot than ASC Tenshi is. But let's see how these teams are going to fare against each other, because ASC Tenshi is a fierce team going here in winners round number 5.
Yeah, it seems that we can refer to the first team as either who, either up, either with, either they, or either worm.
I'm gonna call them Worm.
Of course. I'm just gonna call them who? Just kidding. I don't know anyone anyways. I'll call them Worm, as it's the most identifiable trait of their team name. But going up against the Crab Tank meta build, Tenshi, will be a bit of a challenge, I guess, for anyone.
Yeah, ASC Tenshi definitely used a lot of crab tanks earlier, and we're probably going to use them now again. Let's see. There is a lot of splash damage out the field on one side. There's even more splash when they come out on the other side, both including 2 crabs and missiles, or Tri Strike, with the only difference being the 52 and the machine here, Manik.
Will the whale beat the Booyah Bomb? Probably not on this match, or this map. But who knows? It's all in the skill of the beholder, right?
It actually is, yeah.
Yeah. But here comes the Tri-Strike trying to get any sort of lead on the zone. Unfortunately, not gonna go. But it seems that Worm is down a few players, so they're just gonna wait it out, I guess. Although the timer is indeed ticking down closer and closer.
They're not looking too hot. 50 points already scored by ASC Tenshi, and they're still looking to score more points. What's up with the Worm kind of trying to find an opening, really, but you really have to create one. The Killer 5.1 comes out, and the tank, one of the crab tanks come out, and the Duca does power it, so that's a smaller opening there. You're going into the middle of the map, trying to get a lot of stuff done, but will it be enough as ASC Tenshi is going out a Booyah Bomb to defend? Half the zone is painted by What's Up with the Worm, and with that they capture the zone. Very nicely done, but let's see if they can hold it, because at 93 points already the zone is neutralized by ASC Tenshi, who are looking to get it back. IPS gets a very strong split actually in one of the splash medics in the middle of the zone. It is used Raze going in, but can't do anything because of the splash medic and the killer will 5 points, 1 preventing them pushing, and is still pushing on for What's Up with the Worm. They have a Tri-Strike ready against 2 whole crab tanks. One of those Tri-Strikes quickly gets rid of those crab tanks. This TF 3 of them. None of those Tri-Strikes really hit one of the crab tanks. Crab tank on a very awkward spot. I couldn't do all too much for ASC Tenshi. Booyah Bomb comes out. Crab tank comes out as well. Another crab tank. Tri-Strikes also coming out. IPS doing a lot of work in that zone to defend. Same with Prophet. Prophet gets split on all Woo. Still trying to get more people to place down for ASC Tenshi. And with that, I don't think What's Up with the Worm is going to lose the zone here to ASC Tenshi.
Yeah, they're definitely holding their own, despite the crab dominates sometimes. The crabs are definitely plentiful in this match, but it seems that Worm used them a bit more better, if that's proper English. It probably isn't, but win's a win. And that comeback, it was indeed sick.
It's a very good game by What's Up with the Worm. Played it cool and collected, waited for the opening, maybe a little bit later, but once they got the opening, they absolutely rushed in and got that zone secured. Very well done. Let's see what ASC Tenshi is going to pick as their couch pick, because I think this is the first game they lost all day today. So they are something to get used to, maybe not, I don't know. But What's Up with the Worm has shown to be a very strong team, so let's see if they can keep this streak going. What do you think ASC Tenshi is going to pick based on what we've seen from them earlier?
Well, they didn't do too well with the verticality of it was Museum, right? Or yeah, this
Inkblot. A museum,
Inkblot.
no, yeah. No, they won every game.
It is a museum, but it's the art museum instead of the museum.
It's actually a college, so.
Oh, it is?
I mean, Inkblot Art Academy.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair point. But since they didn't like that map too well, they'll probably use something a bit more flatter. Maybe Ruins. I've given up pronouncing their name correctly at this point, completely. Never mind, they're going for your favorite Hagglefish market.
That's actually a good choice. The
I
thing
mean,
is,
it is
though,
flat. It was just not the better
the thing
choice,
is,
you know?
though, right? The weapon comps. There's just one weapon off, and I'm pretty sure that what's with the worm can just easily switch to the missing weapon and equalize the comp. So I don't think picking the map really isn't. You know, in terms of what map your comp works on, I think there's more a different comfort picks because they know they basically play the exact same weapon comp. But one weapon is going to make a huge difference.
Definitely, if it is a bigger counter to either the splash, either the burst bomb, either the crab tank.
It might be. It might be. I think Crab Tank gotta have a good timer because it's very open. Just like the last map, the zone is very open and very reachable with the tank. So I'm wondering if they are going to run it again. We're gonna see it here though. We do see both of the Crab Tanks on one side. We do see two Crab Tanks on one side. Both teams are running the exact same comms. Check that away. Let's see if What's Up With The Worm can do it again. Get a sick comeback or go 100-0 as ASC Tenshi is preparing for their own counter map. They are the first ones probably to get the zone in here as they have a lot more turf in here, and they do. ASC Tenshi is the first one to push on that zone and got quite a handful of points in, but What's Up With The Worm is the first to pop a Crab Tank on the side. The lost player though, with one player goes down from ASC Tenshi, but Prophet got pushed off the map, and what's that for an opening as What's Up With The Worm captured the zone, but I don't think it's gonna hold it too long, and ASC Tenshi is once again in control and in the lead.
Yeah, they were 2 down at that specific moment, but it seems What's Up With The Worm is quickly getting back their turf and pushing Tenshi off of their side of the playing field, and with that grabbing their zone again. But it seems Tenshi's not done with it too much as they try and strike, trying to get a stall there. Unfortunately, not going too well so far. Just gonna even it out, stalling a bit, just trying to get any sort of specials get going. Here comes the Booyah, and somehow the crab survives it. Wow, I did not know
Yeah, Crab Tank can eat a
happen.
Booyah, that's actually crazy.
Wow. Okay, so I guess
you didn't know that?
I did not know.
Crab Tank can absolutely
I
eat a
thought
Booyah.
it pierces through it.
No, if you are standing up, it does. But if you're rolling back, you're completely covered. It's like a bubbler. Like you're inside of it, you're completely covered, mate. It's absolutely insane.
Then how does the Kraken just pierce through it? I don't know. They gotta buff the Booyah Bomb to pierce through things. Like it's a Booyah Bomb, not a Booyah Wave.
You're a bomb.
I mean, yeah.
So
But it seems Tenshi's getting the lead yet again, more than half the points down to them. Worm has to stall and give them a big old penalty of around 50 points. Very nice, very nice. Have to build up some more special points so that they can defend their zone if the time comes that Tenshi starts to unleash the crabs. Unfortunately, there's no Krakens to unleash as well.
They're definitely unleashed the crabs here. They're going for the comeback like they did last game. Hopefully they can do it again. It was a very cool thing to watch. Missiles and trash coming out left to right. Booyah Bomb coming out as well. Jissa didn't survive the Booyah Bomb, unfortunately, that time. 39 against 25. ASC Tenshi definitely is looking at losing that zone here, but with a lot of specials and pure pressure. They captured the zone, putting a big hefty 39 penalty on What's With Their War, who now have to score 39 points. Penalty and 39 actual points to get a knockout. It's kind of funny. Don't you think? If they can start here at 25, it would be really funny. Let's see if What's Up With The Worm can get the zone back though, because ASC Tenshi is putting up all the pressure against them. They have a Crab Tank ready, they have a Dry Strike ready, and they're going to be using the Dry Strike for ASC Tenshi also being used right now. The Booyah Bomb for ASC Tenshi is also always ready, and their penalty just run out, so this is a golden opportunity for ASC Tenshi to score a lot of points. Dry Strike coming out for What's Up With The Worm, but I'm not going to do all too much to even neutralize it. A little help from the shooters will neutralize it though, and with 3 players down of ASC Tenshi, it looks like finally some penalty points will be cleared for What's Up With The Worm, but all while with the lone machine doing a lot of work preventing that push from happening.
Yeah, that was a real back and forth there. I did not think that they would get out of their spawn too fast with all that special spam there. But will they be able to... Well, I mean, the penalty is about to go off, but so does a trying strike coming in. Will a crab? Yeah, there's the crab and there's the booyah. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on for the zone for too much longer. Or at least stall it a bit. One goes down for worm, so it's going to be even harder to hold on to the zone, and another one goes down, and there goes that zone control with a big enough penalty, but not so big that they can't overturn it if they do get a cap. But Tenshi's definitely going to have to wait a while before they start to get to the knockout numbers.
I mean, I don't think it was that long of a while, because there are only 50 penalty points left to go through, and only 13 ticks to actually get the penalty in, so it's not even that far off. But they have to hold that zone against What's with their Worm, who are doing everything in their power to score points. ASC Tenshi doing so much work. 3-2-1, and that penalty is gone. 11 ticks now, only scored 2 points. Trisher coming out, Crafter coming out onto the zone, but it's still in the hands of ASC Tenshi somehow. 3 players down might actually change that. But that took a long time for What's with the Worm to actually start, doing anything on that zone, really. They have still a big penalty to go through. The machine survived from ASC Tenshi, and that is huge for the special points, because that Booyah Bomb can instantly turn that fight around. Crab Tank as well, Crab Tank used, Tri Strike used. Booyah Bomb gonna be used right afterwards, probably, to seal off that map. They're just waiting it. There it is, the Booyah Bomb, I think, onto the zone. Zone is still in the hands of What's Up With Their Worm. They lost a player, the zone is now neutralized. ASC Tenshi, all they have to do is capture that zone, and they have won this game. And with that, they do. Their counter pick worked, and they made it 1-1.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it would be surprising if it didn't work, because they chose the map. But I guess with the similar comps, I guess the slight differences still made the difference in the end. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe it makes sense, or maybe I'm rambling just to prolong the timer. Just how any good Splat Zones players. Just kidding. But that was quite an intense round of back and forth. I really thought that Tenshi would stay on their zone for a bit longer.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought they actually would knock out there, but What's Up With The Worm is very good at pushing though. They weren't good enough this map. The counter pick definitely worked, so good props on ASC Tenshi for picking the right map. But now it's What's Up With Their Worm's time to pick a map, and they decided to go on Mincemeat Metalworks, a map with more verticality, something that we know ASC Tenshi does not enjoy at all.
The y-axis, I mean the z-axis, right, the z and y-axis,
different axes than one. I don't understand axes at all.
Bro, you're a digital designer, you know XYZ.
I'm a web designer, bro.
Bro, you design things in 3D as well, no?
No, that's not
oh,
me.
right, that's the other one. That's the
other one.
Third goon.
That's the other one, that's not me. Anyway, let's see how it's gonna go. We see 3 crab tanks coming out for What's Up With Their Worm. They are done playing, but Seb also picks up a different weapon, going for the missiles with that Flings Out Roller, deciding another way to go is missiles to counter up the triple crab tank that they expected. Those 3 special maps are going to do a lot of work here. The zone has been captured by ASC Tenshi for about 12 ticks. So going to do a lot more. Goat Splash getting a splat in with the help of missiles. With now being pressured by 2 players, cannot defend. Zone in the hands of What's With The Worm. Starting to scoring a lot of points. Just got the lead, and they're still going. 2 players down for ASC Tenshi, looking not super hot, as we still cannot get over that pole with a car on it.
It's splash zone or splat zones. Never mind, that joke didn't land. Oh no. But it seems Worm is just going to hold on to the zone a little longer before that Booyah Bomb just kicks them off with. Oh my god. What was I thinking? Splash and Splat. Sounds similar, but I forgot.
It actually do.
One letter.
Splatomatic.
Yeah, Splatomatic.
But kind of what it does, really.
It kind of, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it does splash,
that's a juicy crab tank shot, actually.
Ooh, that one
Can I get a replay of that? I don't care. I want this replay. That was a juicy crab tank shot. That is absolutely juicy. I am so sorry for the word.
That I've ever seen crowd.
That's a crazy shot by Razor's crab tank. Very good place there. Just actually looking for Albu. Cannot actually get that angle. Unfortunately, Albu also having their Booyah Bomb still at the ready because they're playing Machine, but getting splattered there, unfortunately. Zone in the hands of What's Up With The Worm again. They could another penalty and start putting points again. 80 points for AC Tenshi and 30 points left for What's Up With The Worm.
Yeah, that was a very close crabbening from that machine. But here comes probably a kickoff from the zone by Tenshi, making a huge penalty for Worm. Well, there goes that. Never mind again. Wow, it's a really flip-flop around here, huh? It's like I'm playing Salmon Run again.
It actually is, yeah.
Crab off, just being lost by the Worm's crab. But the zone is still holding strong by Tenshi, passing the nice number there. It seems no one has their crab special. I think I just spoke too soon, as one just got activated. Yeah, those
grab tanks are actually quite important here to start pushing for AC Tenshi. Also, What's Up With The Worm, because the grab tanks are the way to go. AC Tenshi only has 2, of course. What's Up With The Worm has 3 possible grab tanks they can go to, and they still hold the lead. Jizza got a very good ranged shot on the crab tank, but now being crushed by an own crab tank of AC Tenshi, who's also shooting at range shot. Zone is neutralized state now in the hands of What's Up With The Worm. Another crab tank coming out from Goat Splash, looking at Jizza at the back. Gets to split on Jessa, but there's a little smurfer or little sharker there. They get to trade, but that's not enough because the zone is not enough for What's Up With The Worm, at least, because the zone is still in the hands of AC Tenshi. They get the zone now. Now all they have to do is hold for the next about 2 minutes. It's going to be difficult because AC Tenshi is slowly but surely picking up the points left and right.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before their penalty keeps on decreasing. Due to the flip-flopping nature of the zone right now. Just gotta wait out for the crabs to come out and take the zone and push back the flares. Here comes a little flank maybe, or underneath the flank. Unfortunately getting taken out as that flank did not work out too well. Getting a bit confused by the order of the teammates, I guess. The machine charging a nice Booyah Bomb, but unfortunately defending against that crab. Tenshi has no more penalty, so they're going to try and get all the points that they can. But unfortunately, there's a crab out in the middle, and that's just a really good pink coverage there. The zone is in flux right now, as it now goes to Worm in the end. But in the middle of that, lots of points, penalty points were being added to both sides.
Yeah, penalty points are totally being added, but let's not forget, AC Tenshi is almost in the lead, 23-16. All they have to do is hold this zone for a couple more seconds. I think like 30-ish seconds, and they should have that lead in the bag. It's 3 against 3. Drives are coming out onto the zone, though AC Tenshi lost it, and it's not good because now even if overtime procs, it will be in the hands of What's With The Worm. AC Tenshi does get the zone back, but can they hold it? It's the big question of today. The tower now being very annoying to raise with the crab tank. Looking at IPS, decides to jump back to spawn. The safety, the crab tank coming in from Pelu as well. Pushing in against other crab tank. Gets raised his crab tank. All they have to do is capture What's With The Worm, and they did. They did capture it right at the last second, giving them game number 3. But this can really go anywhere because these teams are very, very much neck and neck.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get a much longer overtime there, but as I saw 2 Tenshi members going down, that was probably it in the bag because they can't defend it with only 2. I mean, maybe they could if they were proper gamers. Just kidding, they're really good as well. Anyways.
I think they're bigger gamers than we are.
Of course. They
I talk about Splatoon, right? We talk about Splatoon, but they actually play Splatoon.
Yeah, they are the true gamers.
I sometimes play Splatoon.
That's a lie.
I think I play more Splatoon than I play.
You get carried by Splatoon.
That's actually true. I get carried a lot more than I actually play. Down bad.
But I guess we'll be seeing on to our next match as they finish up the counter picks. Yeah,
it's gonna be the match point for Wolf. Who up? I have to say What's Up, but Who Up With They Worm
What's
are
up,
having
Worms?
a match point right now. So if they win this next game, they will actually win the set. The map chosen looks to be I dropped something on the floor actually.
Wahoo.
Looks to be Wahoo World. from AC Tenshi. Interesting map choice. But I can see it, the zone is now up, so don't have to deal with the zone low to the ground. Like, you didn't like the verticality, so now the zone is in an upper state instead of a lower state. So it is good for them. Let's see how they're gonna put it off, because I think What's With The Worm will also be very strong on Wahoo World.
There's a pole in this one, right? Or is that in the turf war?
Yeah, no, there's just a singular chopstick in the middle.
A circular object in the middle of the zone.
I got a good reminder, actually, that we're waiting for the game to start. Can you get a good look at that crazy replay that we just had from the crab tank?
Oh yes, that would be
that's actually like juicy. So we do see a good defense attempt from Raze. That a crab tank, I think somewhere from What's Up With A Worm comes
middle,
out,
right?
and it's in the middle. It is absolutely nutty. I just want to see this again.
There's
There's the crab tank from Pelu. There it is, and just goes one up shot, and then after that looks at Seb. Seb goes away and then rolls, jumps, shoots over that wall. Absolutely nutty shot. Absolutely crazy.
Insane.
Calculated. That's what I like about. That's what I like about the crab tank. Like, it's moments like that where it actually involves skill to properly use it, unlike the other specials. This is why I didn't know my crab tank. Triple crab tank is boring, yeah, but a crab tank is just good.
I guess when crab tank is just being used to stall or just to deny area, I guess it's boring. But when crab tank is used like that, truly peak crab moments.
Preach Splatoon special, actually, I think.
Preach.
It's a good special. The problem is it's just too strong.
For its own not goodness.
Quick respawn, Splatoon 1. So yeah, it's just a bit too strong. Anyway, Splat Zones, Wahoo World. How do you think AC Tenshi is going to perform? They look ready. More ready than What's Up With A Worm is.
I hope one of them decides to Spider-Man up to the pole and just, I don't know, put a squid pick in there.
That would be really funny.
There's no kit there like that just yet.
There you can actually throw a tactical cooler on the top.
Oh yeah,
you can throw a tactical cooler on top of the thing. It's really funny.
The soda ban, or the sugar tax in the UK, really doing some numbers. No one gets that reference because they don't live in the UK nations.
I'm sorry, I don't live in the UK. Now it's time to get
so
pole.
lucky.
Let's see who the teams is going to get pole position by placing something onto the pole. I will give 50 cents to in the next Splatoon LAN where I'm at, whoever throws something in the pool. Both teams decided to run basically the same comp. The only difference is one splash medic for a machine. Meta comp coming out here from both of these teams. The pole in the middle preventing nothing pretty, actually. As AC Tenshi is the first one to capture the zone, but What's Up With They Worm, or Who Up With They Worm, is the first one to prop a crab tank.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth, but ultimately Tenshi gets that gets the recap of the zone, and getting a pretty good countdown as 2 worm players, or now 3 worm players, kind of went down. Just counting down the numbers, building up their specials, while the other team kind of gets back to a point of attack. Yeah, so, I see a crab's already in the midst of the enemy's spawn. That's a no good move.
No, that crab tank there is actually a very strong placement for AC Tenshi. We're actually scoring a lot of points here, not leaving any left for Who Up With They Worm, but they have to go in hard. A lot of special were used for AC Tenshi without much success. Seb gets 1 splat though, Seb gets 2 splats there. That is huge. Seb does go down with 3 players down for Who Up With They Worm. And with that wipeout, that's going to seal it as AC Tenshi here with 5 ticks left. Not enough time for Who Up With The Worm to capture the zone. Wins game number 4 in, I think, a clean 100-0.
I thought this map was vertical, and I thought Tenshi was allergic to vertical.
Apparently they're not. Maybe they're, like I said, maybe they're allergic to when the zone is on the lower side of the map, but not the upper side.
Ah, it's the reverse allergy card. Yeah, I gotcha. It's like whenever you're allergic to dogs and cats, but say, oh no, it's only if they bite me.
I think usually if they bite you, you're in pain.
Yes.
regardless of. Actually, no, that's true. My cat bites me a lot, and it's never in pain.
Weak cat.
Your cat, however,
yes.
sit next to your cat. It's like,
Which one? The fat, the fluffy,
Angie.
or the okay, the demoness.
The
fluffy
demon.
Demoness.
you know, like the other two just run away.
Yeah, they do be running. They're not very nice to strangers because they're strangers.
Scary.
Yes.
I mean,
intimidating how-
one got somewhat used to me because I was there for like a week. So he kind of just gave in.
Yeah, he just chilled on your bed. Thought he'd conquer it, you know.
Then I came
But
back.
then you returned and he vanished.
I'm like, oh no! Legend says my bed is still there.
No, it has
Damn.
been reclaimed.
Damn, you put it in the closet. Not even leaving it for your cat. Your cat would have loved that bed.
Cats have other places, like my bed, and the
Fair
table, and the other bed, and the couch, and not outside.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they do live in a life of luxury. But I guess we'll be going into our last mention of Undertow Spillway.
I think
Maybe.
it is Undertow
Hopefully.
Spillway. Interesting choice by what's a Woo Up With The Worm.
What
Funny
up,
about
worms?
this set, what we have seen so far though, is every single counter pick was won by the team who counterpicked it. Going with this analogy, Who Up With The Worm has the statistical advantage of winning this game.
I mean, they have more words in their name, so yeah, right?
I mean, I also made a team name which is easy to mispronounce because you say what's up with the worm, but it's Woo Up With The Worm. What does even Woo Up mean? What does it even mean?
It
I
means-
am confusion. Tiebreaker. Let's get this show onto the road. These teams have been fighting heavily against each other. Let's see who is going to take that crown and go towards the winners semi-finals, I believe, or the winners finals.
Oh,
Who
seems
will
we
go
have
up to
a
the
change in
winners?
kit.
We're going to the original winners finals. There's a little bit of a change in kit indeed at 52 gal for more raw damage. Good notice by you, Medic. Let's see how it's gonna go. Both zones are always captured by ASC Tenshi, doing a lot more paint work. It's going left and right, and Who With The Worm captures one zone. Who With The Worm also looking to gonna capture the second zone. The Trash Check has something to say about that, but not a whole lot. Both zones are still in the neutral state. Crab Tank comes out, gets a good spot on Sep there by Prophet. Prophet looking at more people at the back, but they're mainly prioritizing that zone capture as Woo Up With The Worm is the first one to score points in this match.
It's looking a bit not very pink here, as well, they don't have total turf coverage at this point. But it seems that they're gonna just quickly capture the other zone, or yeah, just to get a quick goal penalty off, while they, I guess, eventually chip away at Who Up With The Worm. That's the first time and the only time I will ever try and pronounce their full team name.
I think it's better if it's left it's just Worm, but ASC Tenshi losing a zone, but they're getting 3 players here, so it will be an easy recapture them as they do the penalty. If 2 is over and they start pushing points again, they only have to get to 81 to get the lead, so it's not a whole lot of points they have to score, but they still have to go over the mental. Yeah, of course, being a tiebreaker makes things always a little bit difficult and putting a little more stress on you, especially this far into that tournament. Who Up With The Worm is trying to get themselves grouped up. They got Yisha now onto that Crab Tank, but the Trash Track is going to prevent it. It's not actually, I thought it was going to prevent it, but no, the Trash Track was just used in the wrong places, not to get rid of that Crab Tank. However, ASC Tenshi is still controlling those zones with no sign of Who Up With The Worm actually starting to score points. If they capture one zone maybe, but not both of them, and they keep on losing players over and over again.
Yeah, that gal tried to get a pretty good kill with the whale, but unfortunately the Crab Tank was just slightly moving, which nullifies the special in its entirety. A lot of points for Tenshi, so they can sort of kick back and relax, but maybe not too much, as they do want to indeed win this match and round. So they're just gonna keep at it and build up their specials while, well, maintaining zone control. Unfortunately failed there a little bit and getting a bit of a penalty point there. But they'll retake it and try and mitigate the penalty a bit more.
Kind of sure they can do that. I mean, I have the time. However, ASC Tenshi is just so hard pushing. Also, Whoop with the Worm, they really have to actually start scoring some points here right now because they're definitely not in a super hot state. They have one spell against Race, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They capture one of the zone, but now let's see how long they can hold it for as they only spend one person, meaning a lot of special is still ready, with the machine special ready and one of the special medic special also ready. The crab tank being used from Seb to shoot over those glass roofs, trying to score some points, but it doesn't look like they got anything though, the crab tank at all. It's kind of wasted. Who up with the Worm still in control of the zone. Tri-Strikes coming out just on the wrong spots, really. Not really doing anything. 53 points and counting for who up with the Worm. ASC Tenshi, however, in a very good push here. They can easily capture the zone here if they wanted to. And they do here. Seb with that crab tank securing that zone, pushing people away. A nice push of 53 though from ASC Tenshi. They slowly have, or from who with the Worm, they slowly have to take away the points in order to win. But let's see what ASC Tenshi have to say about that.
I mean, they have 2 down so far, so it might be prime time to recapture some zones, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Well, okay, they did, but they probably won't be able to keep them for too long, as Tenshi's members have rejoined the fray. The strikes being used in sort of random spots, just to keep the Tenshi in their base a bit. Unfortunately, 3 players go down for Worm. The single player trying to destroy the crab and successfully doing so just retreats there just to play it safe, as if they probably have some special ready to line up and go. Tenshi still sitting on their zones, hopefully not for long, as the crab tank just comes out and paints all over them. Tenshi does have 2 down. Oh, it's even again. Wow, it's a real back and forth with how many players are going down. It's a very tense moment, 10 seconds on the clock. We're going to have overtime if they can cap the zone and keep it for the last second. Oh, there we go.
Overtime will be interesting because they have to win this overtime in order to win this set. It's going to be a tight one though. Overtime slowly ticking down. If you don't have control of both zones, here you start losing your overtime. It only takes like 50 seconds to get it. But no! They can't get the control here! And unfortunately for Who Up With A Worm, ASC Tenshi pulls it off before the overtime, or before Who Up With A Worm can actually score some proper overtime points, and broke the streak. Whoever chooses their counterpack map wins, as they win the set, pushing themselves to the first Winners Semifinals. Very well done.
Very well done indeed. Lots of curses being, well, instantiated today. I think we have the curse of the counterpit winners and the commentator's curse, of course. But very well done from ASC Tenshi. Just kind of a bit of a domination on that whole round, or that whole match, where they just kept the zone as they pleased. Didn't really have a chance to be in too much of a stressful situation, and just being able to stall out that last zone with the amount of paint power that they had.
Yeah, definitely. They had so much power. I think both teams, though, there was a very good 50-50. It was a very strong 50-50 we just saw. I think with that, we're going on a small break, and we are gonna sign off because after this set, we're gonna get a fresh set of casters on the mic. Looking forward to that. But before we sign off, Medic, where on the internet can we find you?
Oh, they can find me in only 2 places, and 2 places only. Twitter.com, the burning hellscape that we all like. At Manic Fluffy Cat, the best username that will hopefully never change. Just kidding.
You shouldn't change it. You shouldn't change it. Don't be like me. Don't be like me.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's recognizable.
I will physically go to your house and beat you if you change it. And I know where you live.
Threat. Oh no, it's an actual threat.
You know where your bed sleeps.
Oh no, it's a real threat. I won back by Facts and Logic, and the other one, which is lesser known, twitch.tv/ManixBlats. I stream there eventually. I mean, more than Hat, but hey. Is that where they can also find you, Hat?
You can actually find me on my recently rebranded socials at Twitch and Twitter, all being at GasterHat, where I post various things. Twitter will mainly be my new motor vehicle though, as I just bought a very nice, funny car. And on Instagram you can also find me at @DaveV_, at _DaveV_, where I mainly post about some random real life stuff, and only professional photos, because I'm cool like that. But with that, we are going to sign off, get our next match ready, LSNN versus ASC Tenshi. Let's not waste any more time for our next co-host, because they are ready to rumble. We'll be right back with the stream.
Thanks for having us. See you next time.
Champions is going to be,
and that is game.
And that is lead!
Is the tournament?
Oh my god!
That's game. That was the anchor.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!